It's your boy Big O, aka the biggest, the baddest, the meanest, the maddest, the newest rapper, rappers, more straight up sass in the cactus. Yo, my man.
DJ NoPhrillz, the Maybach of this mixtape ish, the Rolls Royce of this radio ish, officialradio.com, and this is my homie.
Benja Styles, no AKAs yet, but next week I'm gonna kill him with all the AKAs.
Not why, but why not?
Exactly.
We got a special guest, you know what I'm saying, officialradio.com. Everybody know who you is.
What's good? Illmind, repping Jersey, out in Philly. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're going to get right into it. For those who don't know who Illmind is, you know, just let us know who you are, what you do, and, like, you know, some of the people you've worked with, things of that nature.
All right, I'm a producer, you know what I'm saying? Worked with 50 Cent, Shaman XL, G Unit, Jabberwockies, LL Cool J, Black Eyed Peas, Lady Gaga, a lot of people, you know what I mean? I'm also a teacher at NYU, at the Clive Davis Department of Recorded Music. So I'm a professor, producer, hybrid, you know what I'm saying? So we out here in Philly, man.
Well, look, that's official. You work with 50 Cent. What track did you produce?
I did too. I did a track called Queens.
Okay.
Featuring LL Cool J, Cool G Rap, Prodigy, and Tony Yayo. I did a track called Make a Movie. And a few other mixtape tracks, and some new shit that's coming out.
My question is, as a producer, what is your weapon of choice, whether it be hardware or software? You work with the MPC, you work with, you know, what programs you use?
So I'm a hardware guy. So my weapon of choice right now is an ASR 10. I sequence, sample, do everything on the ASR 10. But I also use software, synths, and VSTs. So you know, I use Reason, Logic. I got a few plugins like Addictive Drums.
Because I just heard the new record you did with Jared Evans.
Okay.
And that was all original production, right?
Yeah, that was all.
That was mostly synths and
organs and
now,
synths.
what do you prefer? Original, like synths and doing that, or sampling?
You know what? I came from the school of sampling, but lately, I'd say for the past 2-3 years, it's been nothing but, you know, original compositions and working, collaborating with musicians and stuff like that. So I actually prefer that. I mean, you get more creative.
You know, basically you just told us a lot of things you're doing. You know, you pretty much got your hands in everything from a Steamboat to a Billy Goat. Mixtapes, I know you've been, you know, doing the clothing thing with Crooks and Castles. Let us know about B.L.A.P. I heard you got a new producer showcase in, you know, New York called B.L.A.P. What is B.L.A.P. and what does it stand for? You know, what is it all about?
So B.L.A.P was an idea I had that came from a dream I had, and you know, one day I was just kind of thinking, you know, I've done the producer battles and judged the showcases and stuff like that, and got my start at Beat Society. And I tried to, I always had this idea of creating my own producer showcase, but doing it in a way where it was different, something that kind of hasn't been done before. So I thought of this idea of creating a showcase where it's more of a party, where instead of a DJ providing the music from like 10 to 3 or 10 to 2, you have producers providing the music. So that's a good outlet for producers to showcase their music directly for a crowd of people, whether they're, you know, party goers or A&Rs or managers, you know, artists. And it's also a good way for party people to come in and listen to music they haven't heard yet. You know, being a producer myself, it's hard to get your shit to DJs and get them to play your shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is a great way for them to say, you know what, let's cut the middleman and give me a chance to play a large catalog of music for people, for party people. And that's what B.L.A.P stands for. B.L.A.P, peace, love, alcohol, party.
All the things I like, pretty much.
All the things I love.
You know, I'm all about the music. I want to touch on this Redman project. You got a project, a whole project with Redman?
Yes, sir.
That's real exciting. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so Reggie Noble, I like calling him Reggie.
Okay.
You know, he's from my hood. He's from Newark.
Right.
And we only started working maybe 3 years ago. And he hit me up 3 years ago while he was on tour with Supernat. And he told me, he's like, yo man, you know, I got one of your beat CDs from Supernat, and I heard you're from Jersey. And he's like, yo, I've been looking for you for like 2 years. You know, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy, you know, like, it's Redman, you know?
Yeah.
And so about a year and a half later, he hit me up on some serious shit, and he was like, you know, we really gotta work. So we got together and we did some stuff. And a few months ago, we decided, you know, let's do some big shit for Jersey. Let's do some big shit for hip hop. You know, the chemistry is there. You know, I'm familiar with your music. You know, you gravitate towards my music. So let's do something.
Just before on the teaching at the Clive Davis, you know, program at NYU. Let's know a little bit more about that. It's Future Moguls.
Yeah. It's a program called Future Music Moguls, and it's basically a class that teaches a little bit of everything about music production. A little bit of technical, so we're teaching kids how to use Pro Tools, how to sequence, what MIDI is, and then we're also teaching them the business side of it, which is, you know, what is publishing, what is writing, how can you get your stuff licensed. And really, it's called Future Music Moguls because we're teaching them the old model, but we're encouraging them to pursue the new model and to create a new model. You know, these kids are the future of the industry, so it's important for them to be aware of what's going on and to really be the decision makers of where the music industry lies. And it feels good to be a part of that.
If I mean, you know, you spoke a little bit about, you know, future moguls, future producers. If you had any advice, I mean, you can, you know, advise them on one thing, you know, about the music industry, or you know, about getting their music heard and things of that nature. What would you say to them?
I would say nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. If you have an idea and you know you can execute it, and you know, and you're manifesting that from an idea, from a feeling, go with it. You know, from my experience, everything that I've jumped into that felt good always came out. You know, always ended up being successful in one way or another. And I encourage the people out there to go with your feelings, to make it happen, and to also have a team. You know, it's really important to have a team that believes in your movement.
Speaking of team, what about contact info as far as any websites they can produce? I mean, like artists want to get at you, websites or anywhere they can find you at, Twitter's, Facebook, MySpace. If you're still on MySpace,
yeah,
I'm done with MySpace.
Yeah, I'm done too.
Shout out to Black Planet. I'm on Black Planet.
Wow.
You on there tricking?
Twitter.com/Illmind producer.
Right.
You can reach me on MySpace, myspace.com/Illmind. You can reach my blog site on www.illmind.biz.
Listen to it.
And then if you producers out there who are interested in participating in a B.L.A.P event in New York, you can hit up B.L.A.P.events@gmail.com, or you can go to illmind.biz to find out what it's all about.
Who frauded?
Who frauded? Basically, you can talk about anything. Your teacher, your preacher, your mailman, milkman, second cousins, plate cousins, next door neighbor, on who's fraud and what they're doing and why they're frauding.
You know who's frauding? Those motherfuckers who put those fucking business cards in those newspapers on my stoop in front of my crib. I put a sign up there. I tell them, don't put no solicitation. I don't want that shit. Next day comes, I see fucking 3 newspapers on the front of my crib. That's bad for the environment.
It is. Fuck the newspaper.
I care about the environment. Fuck you guys, man. I don't want to know about your oil change service, 10% discount. I don't care about that, man.
Fuck junk mail deliverers. You heard it first. Illmind hates junk mail deliverers.
No junk mail, man. That's like physical spam. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather get that shit in my Gmail than you know, a piece of garbage. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the environment, son.
They fraud. Look at we
Fraud.
Anybody else, or that's it?
Man, I love everybody.
He loves everybody, except for you fucking physical spammers.
Eco fraud.
So next time I see,
Okay.
next time I see one of y'all eco frauders, we gonna trip y'all.